gamers? Any gamers out there, guys? Wait, I know. What the fuck am I doing? What are we here for again? Do something or something like that. I'm a viewer watching from Korea. I'm trying to switch screens. Hold on. I'm already messing up, man. There we go. Okay, much better. Much better. I'm a viewer watching from Korea. I've always enjoyed your high quality content and information. I enjoy Korea. Take me back, please. I would love to be back in Korea. Thank you for, I don't know how to say your name, but J2J, I think I can say that part. Thank you for saying that. That means a lot. It means tons. Let me lower down the music because he just changed it over. There we go. Okay, dokie. Music loud, boss. Now it's my bad. It's my bad. Yo, another long stream. I mean, this is so typically I can do a longer stream. Usually I do longer streams during this day. So yeah. My ears. I gotta make sure to wake you guys up. You know, I gotta make sure you guys wake up. That's the thing. Yo, what's up? How you doing? How you doing? We're just getting into the grind of everything, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I got my first drop from this event. What was it? What was your first drop? In a predicament. Do I stay at level 56 and play until I eventually get clads? Or 2, got squat boss dropped so far. Yikes. I mean, you can beat the Dreadnought and the Kraken with at least R5M10s. You are going to be resetting a decent amount of times, so I don't know how you feel about that, but it is possible. Personally, for me, I would go past low-key. I would go past, just because there's so much more you can do. So guess what it was? I'm gonna assume a tentacle. I'm gonna assume a tentacle. What's up, Pongo? Day 4 still. Oh my god, day 4 and still nothing. I'm sorry to hear that, man. I'm sorry to hear that. Junder with the 20G. I still haven't looked that up. I need to look that up still, man. But thank you for the 20 joules. GG easy. Nah, JK was a clad. Oh, no, okay. That's actually pretty big. Clad stocks, I feel like, have gone up a lot. I feel like a lot of people were like, clads are just kind of like whatever. And then now that they're uncapped, everyone's like crazed about clads. But my 5th AS, something so far. I hope to get something by the 24th May. Why 24th May? Are your M10s ready to R6? No. No. I mean, well, I think they are R6 right now. But they're definitely not ready to rank up again. Let me see. Let's set up a poll. Hold on. How many options can I add here? I can only add 4 options. It's kind of lame. Okay. What boss frag do you think I will get today? Dex Sin. Ironclad. I guess we'll just, I mean, do we put in the worm? I can't put in a 5th option. That's the issue. Do I combine Ironclad and Kraken Tentacle together? Melee ranged. I guess we will combine Tentacle. Actually, you know what? Here's a better one. We are going to be having a guild interview today, guys. It's going to be with MM. If you guys don't know who MM is, go check the leaderboard on BS2. Go check the leaderboards on BS2. And that's going to explain who MM is, okay? What questions do you have for MM? So we'll start that, a Q&A for you guys to ask. Now, I'll ask those questions later on once we get into the interview section of this all. But for now, we got some bosses to take out. I just recorded my free-to-play series, episode 1. I don't know how I feel about it, but I think I'm ready to start that series. I just wanted the soft lock off of my M10s and Nomads as they are locked behind level 60, but that means higher rank Dreadnought. Look at BNT, he got his 10th cloud on Monday and dies the higher DPN. Or DN, and no problem. Yeah, I mean, personally for me, you could still beat the Dreadnought with R5 M10s. You might end up... There's a high chance that you still lose and get you get full wiped, but you can still beat it. I have the recording of it. People have been asking me to do a level 70 Dreadnought and Kraken. What the fuck's going on? Why is my game loading forever? But yeah, they've asked me to do a tutorial on that, and I'm definitely going to plan to do a tutorial. So I don't think you need to hold off for ironclads, but if you can get them, you know, it's going to be better for you in the long run anyways. So yeah, it's really up to you, I guess, how you want to go about it. Jewels are like Twitch bits, premium currency that you use to donate. Okay, so that makes sense. So it's just like YouTube's version. Is it like TikTok's like donate a flower galaxy type of deal? Is that what that's like? Because then if that's the case, then I really understand what this is then. So what the dog mammoth doing? What? I don't have TikTok. Let me tell you, I think I brain rot scroll or doom scroll so much, bro. I do. I need to fix it. I've been thinking about deleting TikTok, but then again, my job is with social media, so I can't really delete TikTok. So I had level 60 today and beat the level 70 Kraken and DN both twice with R5 M10s. I don't think it's that bad. Maybe I got lucky. How many resets did you have? How many resets do you have? Junder with the high five for 100 jewel. Junder, how many do you have? I just don't know how. I don't know how much. Thank you, first of all, Junder. You've been an absolute fucking menace. I'm grateful. But I'm truly wondering how many different ones are there. Or are you like making these? I'm so confused how they work. Like 4 to 5 resets on the Kraken, maybe 2 to 3 on DN. I feel like you would reset more on Kraken a lot. I just pulled my Steam Deck out of retirement to stop myself from doom scrolling. I need to find something that helps me not to doom scroll. I really do. I really do. If I get at least one clad from this event, I will go past level 60. Then just park the dread for... then just park the dread for a while until M10s are R5, R7, and then the clad higher level. Yeah, I mean, even with one clad, that really does change, like, a lot. It really does change a lot. So, I mean, hey, we still have the boss rush event still going on. You might have a chance. You might still have a chance. There's a handful of them. Some cost a lot. I gotta look into it, Junder. I gotta look into it. Anyways, we do have guild interviews, so I do have to start these bosses. So let's get ahead into the gameplay of this all. I have 0 gears, none, nada. But I am so close to maxing out on my laurels and widgets. I don't think I will max out on my widgets. I don't think they give enough to where I can get 100 widgets anyways. So I think what I'm gonna do is burn my laurels because I do have some steel. I think Lightning Trooper, yeah, they're both the same, but what costs more steel? So I think I might do Lightning Trooper just to burn the laurels, because I just don't want to waste the resource in general. What the fuck is... Yo, what if we had a search bar in the barracks? Please start with AS, please. You want me to start with the AS. You want me to start with the AS. Oh, wait, no, that's... I'm just gonna do all of them. Might as well, right? Might as well. Range drop if you do. Really? Really now? This also burns Laurel, but that's 7,000. But then again, I have 8, so I'd rather go to 10. I technically need to save my steel, but you know, we ball, right? We ball. Yeah, I need gears for that as well. Okay, so you want me to start with the AS? So I've been running 2 clads, 3 M10s, 2 R1s, 3 buoys, 1 guppy against the DN. I've been completely wiped twice and mostly won with heavy losses, but I beat the DN, every DN in the event. Okay. Sucks that you're having massive losses, but you know, Madrona has blessed / cursed me. This event, I practically got back-to-back AS drops, but no sandworm. Homies, you really wanting that sandworm, huh? So you want me to start with the AS, and what, you want me to do the 3 melee strat? 3 melee is insane. Can't understand the luck. I feel like we don't start with the AS. I feel like the AS is usually like the one we end on. It's the end all be all, you know, like master drop. Love the melees. Yo, J2J, what's the drops? What's the drops? Tell me, share me the drops right now. I want to know. I want to know how you doing. Show off. What can I say, bro? What can I say? I gotta flex the drip a little times here and there. I had 2 range back to back before this event, and my first AC drop of the Sinister since launch. Sheesh. Look, I want a range, but low key, I want the double. I really want the double drop. I only got 1. Damn. Hey, that's better than none. That's better than none, right? Do we start with AS? Here's the thing, if I don't get a drop, I'm gonna be so disappointed for everything else. Also, before we even get into this, we need to actually look at the points of the content creator challenge. What am I doing? Let's quickly look at this right now, because I haven't actually updated points. Hobby Hangout did get another point, so we can add that to the score there. Tio got another tentacle, Kraken tentacle. Lee also got a tentacle. Fucking Lee. Uki. Bro, I feel like this shit's been feeding Uki lately. Wait, is that today? That is today. I feel like this has been feeding him. Look at this. He's gotten drops like every day. That's kind of nuts. And Murph with nothing there. Nothing there. Oh man. Here's mine. I did 2 drops yesterday. I got the melee and a sin. Denis hasn't posted. I think he's still healing units. And then Pink, he hasn't uploaded or at least posted in a while. So I think he's also waiting. Excuse me. That's better than nothing. Let's go ahead and update points then. So it looks like Hobby got 1 point, Tio got 1 point, and Lee got 1 point, and Uki got 1 point. So all those people get 1 point. Let's go ahead and add that. So that means Uki's up to 4, Lee is up to 3, Tio is up to 2, and Hobby is also up to 2. So we need to now reorganize all these points. Actually, do I guess that means Murph just goes down 1. Actually, they go up 2. So that means Hobby will be 5. Tio would be 6. I don't know if this is like a more confusing way to like do this. Can I disable that? Yeah, I can. Then we delete Hobby. We can copy Tio. That. So they're all tied like that. And then 20th updated at 5:13. DST. So currently, I am tied with Uki for first place. Denis and Lee are 3 points. Hobby Hangout and Tio at 2 points. And then we have with the last 3 with 1 point. 1 point. Again, if you're in last place and tied, the last place people will play rock, paper, scissors, or the tied players can agree on sharing a grind of a unit, so they could just do 1 grind per unit, because the winner, the top winner, the number 1 point earner of this entire event, of this RNG event, will be choosing 2 units for the loser to grind. So yeah, that's how that's gonna work. There we go. So points are updated. Everything looks good. I hopefully didn't fuck up, because I almost did last time. Don't be dissing my guy Lee. I'm not dissing. It was just a funny reaction he had right there. That was it. So no, I'm 3 range and 1 melee, but I agree. All I want is a double as a deck. All I want is a double AS, Dexter, and a worm. Hey, okay, homie got everything, bro. Homie got everything. Okay, let's see. What the dude? What is the only thing the AS has been giving me this month? What the fuck? Okay. I guess we start. Let's start. Let's go ahead and do this. Do we do the 3 melee? 3 melee strat? Before I did what? I did 2 melee nomad. So I don't think I need to bring I don't think I need to bring a nomad. I can just start ripping it, right? Can't I just do this? You guys asked for me to start with the AS, so I guess we'll start with the AS. All I got is Scorching Case of... Kill, have you gotten anything? Damn, this is... Wait, because I can now just cycle out that second attack? I don't even know if this is like the best positioning for them. Is this new meta? I don't think I've ever beat the melee frag, or the melee arm first. And now I just only use the second attack the entire time. Should have thrown something in for SP? No. Oh shit. You're not wrong. Do I back out? Guys, can I back out to maybe perhaps put in another unit so I can get a free SP? What if this is the drop? You know? Like, what if this is like the double? No? Alright, you just hating, bro. Now this is boring. Reset. Fine, we'll finish it. We'll finish it. We'll finish it. As much as I don't want to be late for this MM meeting, you know, this interview. I don't want to hold them up. Good news for me, missed my AS yesterday, but it seems boss rush bosses can stack, so I got to kill AS twice. Plus my regular spawn is here too, but 3 on 1 day may not happen. Yeesh. I'm kind of wondering. So that's like a thing that people have been like showing off is they know when their other AS is going to spawn. I truly do not know if I have done my like other AS or not. Great. Ancient snooze fest. We're going. You think one of them is gonna die? Well, probably not, huh? Bro, If we get a Rebels boss strike, oh my god. I think I'm like set, no? If we get a Rebels boss strike, I'm pretty set. Killer got, I got one Dexter on a regular spawn, another Dexter, and a second tentacle from the event. Sheesh. At least you got something. You know, it's better than nothing, right? You know what that means, guys. You see that? You see that? You see that movement? It means nothing. We got nothing. This is why we don't start with the AS first. It's just how it be. Should have saved it for the end. That's what I've been saying. That's what I've been saying. Why didn't I have a second one? Okay, we're gonna save this AS for the end. We're gonna save this one for the end. Okay. Can 3 melees? This is just gonna be a melee flex. We're gonna flex. Can 3 melees take out the ancient construct? Wait, what am I doing? Why am I using? Holy, bro, holy. Melee frag video early. Use the, wait, only use the first tag? Wait, I only use the first tag here? Is that better? Or you guys just want to see the fucking animation? Alright, we'll start here. We might as well, right? I was kind of wondering when my other AS would have spawned. Should have sent the second AS. Less chance to be a no drop. Trust me, I spoke to Alex. Oh, really? Really now? Isn't they're all in there? They're all the devs are in there. Or there are a handful of the devs are in there. Not all of them, but you didn't put enough. Fuck, I didn't. It's okay. We have a second AS. We can figure it out then. I really should be putting another unit, but you know, I'm just too excited. He doesn't need the. I do actually need the SP. I actually really do need the SP. You see these fucking units lately? The Nomad? You know how much SP the Nomad needs? You know what that means, guys? You know what that means? It means nothing. That means we haven't got a single point on the table yet. Not a single point on the table. All right, let's go ahead and do the, actually, you know what? We usually start with the Rigi Dig. Let's go over to Western Oceans. How about that? Let's start. I like to always start with the Dreadnought because I feel like I can keep my ironclads most of the time. Should we try all tentacle strat? 3 melees? Yeah. Let me get banned really quick. Oh wait, no, was it they're putting M10s on land? That's why people got banned. I don't think do I need my tentacle? No, because we've already, well, okay, so we're already at the point of the event. If you guys didn't know, I'm trying to do a different formation every single day against every single boss. And we're at the point of the event where there really isn't a lot of different formations you could do for the Dreadnought and the Kraken. So yeah, I'm kind of at that point. Add a jet ski. What is up with you and jet ski? My jet ski I'm just wasting a slot if I had jet ski. Maybe towards the actual end of the entire event, I would be down to put a jet ski. They should make an aircraft carrier unit that lets you bring land units to naval. Oh yeah, really? Really original idea here, guys. Really original idea now. Hold on, I'm gonna change the colors really quick. Let's see. What color should we change it? A little orange? That's way too bright. I'm gonna do green. There we go. There we go. Okay. This did not work out last time. And I think the depth charge sniped out my shit last time. Wait, what rank are you? They're not max rank. I've seen the video of someone taking out the Dreadnought with max rank powerboats. Mine are not max rank. They're like literally rank 3. That's it. So we're gonna keep resetting up until we can one-shot both subs, and my shit's not gonna die like that. So that's our reset. That's our reset conditions. Is this submerged? No. People say the first attack is better than the second attack. I don't believe that one bit. I truly think the second attack is way better than the first attack. Music's a tiny bit loud. How's that? Is that a little better? I changed a little bit of my audio stuff, so I'm not used to this anymore. So I'm trying to figure out what's the sweet spot. Thank you for letting me know. Okay. If it submerges, we can run. It doesn't submerge. And this might kill something. Once a single tentacle dies, then I think we drop this strat, because then we won't be able to do anything. Is this... That's like one shot. Maybe I pull ironclads to the second row. I feel like that's not a smart idea, though. If I pull ironclads to the second row, I can use that second ability and maybe end up hitting it. Music a bit too low. Look, man. I can only put it so much. Unk alert. Oh, God. That was no crits, but that's like one shot. This is kind of me just risking it now, I feel like. And then he's gonna depth charge, and then that's it. Oh, no depth charge. But that's not worth, I feel like. First stream, love the content, keep it up. Hey, thank you. Thank you. You guys are hearing music? How low is it? Let me see. Oh, it's just because it's a low part of the music. How's that? Is that better? Audio is fine. All right, cool. Wait, why did I attack? Okay, wait, that's a freebie. I can get out of here. I still think tents are too weak for this strat. I kind of feel the same, but I feel like if there's a will, there's a way, you know? If there's a will, there's a way. Okay. That should die. Okay. Here we go. Let's see. Please on the buoy. One tentacle. Just one tentacle. I'm kind of willing to keep going. The biggest thing is kind of ripping off the armor. I think buying more. Okay. Okay. Please. We just need to find the right opening. That's it. Okay, this one is going to die. Let's just use it. How did my lights still turn off? What the fuck? Oh wait, this needs to be like that way too. Armor's off. We're gonna be doing damage. Buoy, 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 buoy. That's a crazy. That's a crazy. That's a kind of crazy depth charge there, not gonna lie. Tentacles should survive front row attack. I win. There's literally no way I actually lose this. Get out of here, guys. Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. Y'all thought I wasn't gonna win this? I didn't get a dreadnought. It's what, or ironclad. But I fucking still did that shit. Come on, bro. Come on. Come on. Yeah, you guys are gonna become shorts, not gonna lie. That's gonna be a YouTube short, I think. Oh my god. You just kind of have to find that perfect opening. That's really it. I think the tentacles are hella strong. Hi, YouTube. Okay, we're not doing so hot. I'm gonna be honest. We're not doing so hot in this. So, for the Kraken, I haven't technically tried R1s. I think if I'm gonna do R1s, I might bring tentacles. I might just do this. If I'm gonna do Kraken strat here. Can't wait to doom scroll this later. This should be winnable. 4 Kraken tentacles. The thing is, they can get slapped, I guess. So maybe I frontline the R1s. Glad my chat's gonna be on this short. I mean, I feel like this shouldn't be an issue, right? I should be fine. If you're doing that, put 2 back ones in the center instead, so the slap and bite only hit 1. Are you promoting your class to R4? I'm not. I do plan to, but I just haven't yet with my steel. I'm promoting some other units at the moment, just for ranking. Wait. What are you saying, dude? If you're doing that, put 2 back ones in the center. What do you mean by that? What do you, whoa. Am I dumb? second row tentacle behind the buoys. Oh, so like this. So like this. Tentacle, buoy, 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 tentacle. Skip, tentacle, skip, tentacle, skip. Okay, so yeah. Okay. I guess I open with this. I don't have to carry up poison. I don't have ironclads. Do I reset? No, I don't feel like I don't gotta reset. I think I reset. I feel like I should reset after that. Because I don't think the R1s are going to be really carrying me here like an M10. That's a better poison anyways. Nah, you had that trust. Okay. Look, oh my god. So it's either I commit now, because I don't have an extra tentacle. And he just sniped that. That was like 450? Oh my god. Okay, I kind of have to lock in here. I gotta read the numbers. Also, why, like, has it lately for everyone, when you face the Kraken, they're just like allergic to buoys? Is it just me, or is that happening for everyone here? I think the slap is gonna do, no, slap is not gonna do better than an R1 hitting. The Kraken is just suffering at home. It really is. I feel like I need to keep doing R1s just to get the armor off. But even then, I feel like I'm not getting anything. I need the armor off for the Kraken to actually start laying down hits. I know the slap is pretty good on the tentacle. It's not how many tentacles you have, it's how well you use it. I'm pretty sure Gandhi said that. Bro. I don't know if I'm gonna win this. I think this is a losing battle. Is that the motion of the ocean? That's definitely a Martin Luther King quote. So I think all my tentacles are kind of one hit now. They just really need to lock in and hit the buoys instead. 246. Please survive. Okay. As long as we don't have a poison or a slap. I totally forgot about the slap. As long as we do not have a poison. That is all we're hoping for. We need RNG on our side here. Okay. I think this is a losing battle, guys. I think this might be a losing battle. I think I reset here. There's no way this is winnable. Bar for bar what Main Breaker just said. Might. Okay, I can tell you what's gonna happen. I'm gonna attack with the Kraken Tentacle. This is what's gonna happen. I'll bar for bar it right now. I attack with the Kraken Tentacle. I get a crit. The armor is off. Then, the Kraken itself does the chem damage. Kills my Kraken Tentacle. And then I'm just left with R1s. But then, the AI just goes stupid, and I'm just somehow able to, like, land all my R1 hits. We're already off script. You did say the captain goes down with the ship. So, I might as well go down with the ship. There it is. There it is. See? And I can't even fucking move this up. There's 3 buoys on the field you could have just hit. And the one R1 you hit is the one with the second attack ready. Alright, that's a reset. That's all my tentacles dead, by the way. Is this possible? Madrona controlling the Kraken. They tend to do that. They tend to do that quite a bit, actually. Use Skyraptor. What the fuck is that gonna do for me? What, you want me to use this attack? This does nothing for me. There's nothing that... What's resistances here? Piercing for the base. Torpedo charge for the armor. Well, I can't use tack sub because that's just gonna get... I'm kind of curious what tack sub will do. I'm gonna be honest, I think we just run all M10. I don't think I've done all M10 yet. I don't think I've done all M10 yet. At least R6 M10 I haven't done. Also, we do need to get to, I think I have, what, 2 more bosses left? And I've gotten no points. 0, nada. I kind of need some points on the board. I can't have a pointless day. Oh my god. I think that might be a reset, low-key. I am now unable to fight the DA in the Kraken. Was sitting under 60 and collected my chem reservoir, forgetting that it gives you XP, and now I'm level 60 and not able to... Oh my god. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that. Got plenty of resources, though. Yo, B, how's it going, brother? It's going great. What's up, bro? How you doing? Please just keep hitting the buoys. Or not. Maybe I just shouldn't talk. It's not looking so hot. I'm not really getting crits either. Like, everything's basically on one shot. That's one shot, that's one shot, that's one shot, that's one shot with crit. I think after this one, I need to check. Yeah, start using these ones because they're going to die, or at least be stacked on death. I guess I should have moved these M10s in basically what Dune said. Oh, that's actually huge. That's so huge. Though both of those would have been dead. Okay, here we go. Now armor's off, and we're actually doing more damage to this thing. These are R6 M10s as well. You can beat the Kraken with R5s. I have done it before. But it is a lot of resets that I had to go through. Okay, now things are dying. This is when we start using the back line. This is what I'm worried about. We're basically past the halfway mark. Now it's choosing not to hit buoys. For iron and M10s work too. How many things I got? 4 ironclads. Okay, this is scary. It is still a very losable fight here. And of course that crits. I have no... Can't use broadside, so I'm just gonna use MGs. Yup. Nothing yet. Yup. I wouldn't be mad about another tentacle. Wait, remember actual rigidity is spawning 8 hours if you kill it on spawn since it was added? Mine's different. Mine, I don't know. The sandworm, like, it's on like on a different time zone or something, I swear. That thing did not spawn the day that I killed it on. It spawned like a day after for some reason. Even though I killed it like on the day it came out. The moment it came out. .646. I should be fine. Oh no, maybe. Oh god. Unless they decide to just snipe out both of these things. Oh my god. Okay, cool. Point? Give me a point. This is not looking so hot. This is not a good day. This is not a good day. Double drop right now. We do have the rigidity dig still. AS done. We have one more AS. We have one more. What's up, Bible? Okay. I have not used Sinisters. I use Sinisters. What has a fire? What's my fire here? I've done Salamanders. What do we use? Pyro. What do we want? Is this survivable? This the zombie? Shouldn't be allowed to use Sinisters if you use Dexters? I mean, they're different units. they're different units. What if, okay, wait, what if we used the unmanned flame turret? Oh wait, we need them there. And then like I bait out, let's just like throw in a nomad. Where the fuck's a nomad? There it is. What's your resource storage at? I'm at 70k. That's what I'm sitting at. Is this... technically, I just need to get the armor off. Dragon? You want me to use dragon? Where are my dragons? You flame turret back row, they're really squishy. Like that. Oh, I forgot they can reach from the back. Do we do unmanned flame turret or dragons? Both of them are R6. So, or I think my dragons are R5. And then my unmanned flame turrets are max. This event gives me depression. No drops so far. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm real sorry to hear that. I feel like we send it with the unmanned flame turret. Both? What, one dragon and 2 unmanned? I feel like that's kind of unnecessary. I'd rather not put 4 units in so I can get more SP on the nomad. We run it. Let's see how OP the unmanned flame turret is. I thought all of them were gonna die. Ooh. Are they doing enough damage to where I can safely win this? I do also need a hit with Nomad, just so I can get the SP. And of course, okay, this is my Nomad hit. Oh. I don't know if I'm gonna win this. This is like kind of close, no? Do I lose? There's no way Nomad clutches here, right? Yeah, 318, that's not clutching. That's not clutching at all. At least the flame turret, yeah. It's okay. We could run this strat. In fact, wait, where is it? Where are they? I think this strat's gonna win, guys. -3 widgets. Y'all cry about widgets like we don't have fucking New Haven. I have literally 9 refinement facilities. They ain't seen this strat before. This is a strat that they ain't seen before. Oh shit. think Madrona be controlling this worm as well now. Low key. These spider waffle cookies look and stew look gross. That front attack just does so much damage. Why can't we? Do we have that attack on our worm? I've actually not used the worm yet. I think for the AS, what we're going to do, I think I might just run the 3 melees again. Because technically, that's not a part of the event, you know? That's just like my normal respawn one. Alright, let's see if we get a worm. Oh my god, we got a point. We got a point. That's all I cared about. That's all I cared about. Oh my god. Holy, we got a point. That's all I wanted. That is all I wanted. Was just a point on the table. We're back in first, baby. We're back in first. Is it a double? Imagine it's a double. That'd be kind of crazy. You can like just somehow roll the double. Man, I want that worm. I would give it up, honestly. Okay. I think we're just gonna run this with the 3 melees because we don't have much time, and I do need to get into the call with MM soon. Let me just do that. Maybe 1 second here, guys. First worm. That is actually my second worm. That's my second worm, actually. I'm gonna put Nomad for SP. Too many drops on the field. 5th drop and I'm still at 0 for the week. Fuck. R1 to R6. I could farm them. If I get a range, I'll fucking farm them. Okay, here we go. We just gotta zoom through this. Do we even scroll? Wait. Am I gonna max out on gears? I'll definitely max out on bars. But I don't think I'm gonna max out on gears from this. And I gotta deal with 3 ancient constructs. You have 3 ancient constructs to deal with. Freeze the arm. Oh, I guess I could have freeze the arm. Yeah, you're kind of right. You're kind of right. I could have, yeah, I could do that. You don't really need to when you have the 3 melee strat. If too many drops are on the field on the list, it's... That's how that works. You gotta beat the AS with none. I hate you. I'm sorry. Look, I got an interview I gotta run to. I got a speed run through. As per Alex. Seems like you and Alex talk a lot. Nomad is purely for aesthetic. Yeah. I just wanted to show off the new rims I got on it, you know? So after I defeat this boss, guys, we are going to be going into an interview with MM. We're going to figure out who MM is. Obviously, you guys might know who they are already, but there's a few people that might not. And we get to, you know, listen in and see how they have evolved through Battle Nations. I'm surprised I haven't done an interview with them already, to be honest. Okay, maybe, yeah, I probably shouldn't put my melees like that. I should probably just like put one next to each other instead of like separating it. Steak too juicy, lobster too buttery. I have that problem sometimes. How do I solve that problem? If this is a double drop, I'll start an OnlyFans. Nothing. Fucking nothing. Fucking nothing. Can't even stop. I don't even need to scroll. It's just nothing. GG's. 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 Let me collect my Morgans. You can still make an OM. I think I'm okay, so I'm not maxed out on gears. Let's separate these. Do trebuchet there. Let's do 2 flame turrets here, and then 2 flame turrets here. I don't think I have any hospitalized units. Now, I do have a lot of units I need to heal here, though. And I think I just filled up my hospital. I would put them in this one, but this is only level 1. And I'd rather not deal with the cost and the time. Gold is useful, at least. Oh, yeah. Totally useful. Okay, before we switch over to everything, guys, we do need to add in my 1 single point that I did earn. Here we go. So, day 4... +1 worm. Who the hell's emailing me? Okay, don't need to worry about that. Okay, let me, hold on, I gotta change my score too. Wait, I totally forgot. Okay, so, with that, the only day I didn't get a drop was day 1. I got in 2 drops day 2, 2 drops day 3, 1 drop day 4. That puts me at 5 points. I'm currently sitting at 5 points. So, the leaderboard, as of right now, top is 5 points. We're still at 1. At least the bottom is in 0 points. You know? If it was 0 points, then I think that would really suck. That would really just, like, really hurt right now. But, at least everyone's got something, right? Everyone's got something. Okay, guys, we're going to be switching over to now the MM interview. I think 2 of them have joined in just now. Let me go ahead and grab my headphones. I'm going to drag into them. I'm still going to be deafened because I still need to add in their things. There we go. And then I need to add, let's go over to talk show. Beautiful. I need to fix that. And then I need to get fish as well in here. And I need to do this. I have them deafened right now, so you guys can't hear them. Give me 1 second. Well, they can't hear me either, but that's fine. It's fine. They can do their thing. Fish. There we go. Browser, main breaker. This is the behind the scenes. Wait, why is main breakers a circle? That's the first time I've dealt with that. And then I have, excuse me, then we have Tomahawk as well. I think I spelled that right. It's kind of just funny that it's just a giant ass fucking Woody. Make sure these are the same size. There we go. Okay. Okay. Guys, if you do not know who MM is, let me give a quick introduction to who they are and what's going on here. We do a little segment called, what the fuck is this? What? Suggestion? What is, I'm so confused what's going on. Whatever. Anyways, if this is your guys' first time here in the stream, we tend to do something called guild interviews, and that is where we learn about different guilds within the Battle Nations community. Sometimes it's a guild that's just completely unknown to really anyone that may have not even be on the top 20 of the boss strike. But today they're not that. Let me tell you right now. If you don't know who MM are, they have been around for a long time. I think maybe even from the very beginning of the new era of Battle Nations. Their first place. It's covered by my camera right now, but I'll peek it right there. See that gold and that one right there? Yeah, that's them. That's MM. These guys are Goliaths. They've also been through a lot, and I mean a lot, through the community with just different personalities. Let's leave it like that. But before we even talk about that type of stuff, I really want to learn just, who they are, what's going on, and yeah, just learn who MM is, who they really are. So, with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and undeafen, and he who shall not be named, guys. Also, excuse me. Oh my god, I need water really quick. I do also have a Q&A. If you guys have questions for MM, it could be serious questions, it could be random questions, it could be really about anything, just MM related. Go ahead and click the Q&A and type your question there. I'll be looking to ask these questions towards the end of the interview, or maybe where it seems fit during the interview. But yeah, if you want your questions, put them there, because then that'll keep them in a good area for me. With that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and undeafen, and hopefully they're ready. Hello.
What's poppin'?
Who's that?
How you guys all doing?
Oh, that's AP. You sound different.
Fantastic.
What's up? What's up? Fish, are you? Thank you. Fish, are you playing R6 right now?
No, I was. I am now finishing my TF2 Pyro grind.
Okay. Wait, what? Why?
Because then I will have every TF2 unit done. And it's all about the grind, dude.
Okay, we get that. That is MM. It's all about the grind, right?
Not all about it, but large portion.
There you go.
No, it's all about the grind.
95%.
Before I even get started here, how about you guys go one at a time, introduce who you are, what's your role in the guild, if you're new or whatever, leadership, all that type of stuff.
Main, you're the oldest, you can go.
Okay. What's up? I am, well, obviously, main breaker. I think the most important thing about me is that my favorite unit is the Salamander. I want that to be known. I've been a leader with MM pretty much the whole time since its inception. When things got rocky, I wasn't in leadership for a period of time, and then brought back in. We'll go over that later, I'm sure. But just rocking leadership right now, having a good time.
Nice.
I guess I was second. So I joined a couple months late, I think. Probably around when we had 60 total members, before SP even dropped. And From there, I joined up as a recruiter just because I was pretty active in DG, and then eventually was promoted to leader, and that's kind of where I reside now.
Okay, okay. Tomahawk?
All right, I'm Tomahawk. I've been here for what a few weeks. I swapped on over, moved up a little bit, and just trying to get into the grind and get in shape with MM.
There you go. How is it, since you're the newest, how has it been in MM for you?
A little intimidating. I don't feel like I'm at the top anymore.
Okay, okay. Well, since you're the newest, just to kind of get started into this, how was your recruitment into MM? How did that all start, and where did you jump from?
I came from RR Rebel Rejects. I was in leadership over there. Um, After Boss Strike 2, we were, you know, did pretty well for ourselves. And then and then I noticed that a couple of our top guys moved elsewhere, which is fine. And then I learned a few of the other top guys were moving, and I was part of the strategist branch of RR,
Mm-hmm.
and I kind of noticed everybody underneath me except for one all kind of moved to MM, and I kind of felt like it was my turn to jump ship as well.
Makes sense. Makes sense. What, like, just because everyone else was doing it, or you felt like you
I
wanted to join MM, or?
I always liked MM of the top 3 guilds, and I always really wanted to push really hard. I felt like I had the drive for it, and then especially
Yeah.
after I was able to get in a top 100, I felt like I could probably get into MM. And then the moment I found out that my boy Lego could also join me in MM, I swapped over because me and my boy are a package deal.
Yeah, I learned Lego's his favorite piece yesterday, so it's the penis looking shaped one, so
Of
but
course,
the
dude.
nice. So before we get into the recruiting and everything and you know the history of MM and all that stuff, I guess Maine would probably be best here. Why start MM? What started it? What's the foundation here?
So best way I can explain it is I wasn't the one who created the guild.
Mm-hmm.
That was someone who's now moved on to the after the whole incident. Um, but I was one of the original officers slash leader, and then I made myself or I got into the guild leader position
Yeah.
um, back then before we became like a group. Um, and we are like the thought process was to try to make a group of players that because it was kind of hard to decide on how people are going to play because when we were making these discords and guilds long before guilds came to the game, there was no SP, there was nothing. The game was still in alpha or
Mm-hmm.
possibly even before it, so there was
Yeah.
no way to judge anything on how a player was going to be, on how people would perform and everything. So we were just trying to get our best idea of players together that we thought would do well on a boss strike, because from day one when the discord was created, we wanted to be at the top of the game.
Yeah. Is MM like the? I feel like they are. You guys are the oldest guild. Am I wrong to assume that? Like for this era of Battle Nations. Yeah.
I mean, I I don't know. I don't know how to judge it. I guess when I think of the top guilds, there aren't any returning ones. I may miss them, so apologies on that. But all I know is
Mm-hmm.
just BSR and BNA,
Yeah,
and
those are the only two
they're
I
certainly
know.
around.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I guess with the new wave, yeah, we're probably up there with the oldest and the new gen of guilds.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I feel like you guys would be the oldest for the new generation. Obviously, like you mentioned, BNA and BSR, those are two household names from the old era of Battle Nations as well. MM was
Mhm.
not a part of the old era of Battle Nations, I assume, as well. So
Yep, nothing at all with the OG. It was all created after the game got revived by Madrona.
Yeah, yeah. Funny enough, I was going to join MM a long time ago. This is before I joined any guild. And when a recruiter hit me up asking me like to join a guild, I thought I was joining MM, but instead I joined P-War.
Yeah, I remember those days.
And after that, I was just like, damn it, I'm locked in. I might as well just see how it goes from here, and I get the ship has sailed from there. So I did get baited. Yeah. But why MM? Why Morgan's Mammoths? Is that to sweeten up Alex, or?
So, being completely honest, it was all decided by guild vote. You know, when the Discord created before, I think this was even before the game came out to pre-alpha. It was just a Discord to try to start gathering people that wanted to play the game when it released.
Yeah.
We held the guild vote to pick the name of the guild, and one of our members picked MM, and that was it. I haven't spoken to them on why they came up with that name.
Yeah.
But I guess as of now, we don't really have an origin other than that. It just came from one of the members.
So there were other names.
Yeah, I don't remember what any of them were.
Damn, I was gonna ask. Like, what are these other names?
You know what? Let me take a look. Let me look at the beginning of the Discord and see if I can find that vote.
Oh man, it's gonna be like like Randy's Raptors or something, or
Probably stuff like that.
Damn, so RR wouldn't. I don't know. RR wouldn't have their tag then if you guys did that route. So, interesting though. Very interesting that you guys held the name, or at least voted for the name and everything. I'm very curious what those names would have been, but very nice. I mean, even then, I feel like just MM. I can't see any other name for you guys. That and the emblem you guys have as well. Let me see. Let me check it out really quick. Where do I go? Yeah, I think your guys' emblem. You guys have other guilds as well, right? What are your two other guilds?
We got Cool Ranch Mammoths and then Dark Horse Mammoths.
Explain to me, and this is going to be a little sidetrack from MM, but explain to me what's Dark Horse Mammoths, because that's something new to me.
Yeah, so that was actually a name I came up with. There's like a term, like if you call something a dark horse, it's like, you know, kind of like the underdogs.
Yeah.
So when we filled up the main guild, MM, and then we were starting to fill up KRM, this was, I guess, before guilds came to the game, maybe like a month or two before they hit the game. We were starting to make plans on a third because we knew we were going to eventually fill up both guilds, and we wanted kind of a housing place for people, for new recruits or people that weren't able to play during a specific boss strike. And then that kind of evolved into Dark Horse Mammoths, which is now just our third guild, and we're trying to build that up.
Okay. So that's also going to be competitive, more casual, or
we want it to make its way to be competitive. I'd say right now it's I mean, I don't remember what place it got in Boss Strike 2, but you know, they hit tier 10, or I think even tier 11. So I would consider that pretty competitive. Competitive for a casual guild, I guess.
I mean, yeah. I mean, tier 11, that's better than just hitting the bare minimum of tier 10 like a lot of other guilds. So I know a lot of people complain about that. So, but very interesting. Sorry, go Fish.
With a little asterisk, like 2 people carried the score for DHM, to be honest, to T11.
How much of a carry was that?
I don't know the numbers, but I just remember them yelling at the other members of DHM to pick up the pace because they were tired of doing everything.
That's actually funny. I think we did I did it on my alt account. I was in like the fake BTN one, and I started playing on the alt because we had the 2 nomads for free, and I was just gaining so many points so quick. But no one else was playing. It was like a feeder, not a feeder guild, but like a random alt guild. Everyone put their alts in there. So, okay. So when it comes to MM, I feel like there's just so much to go down. I feel like let's start with recruiting though. When it comes to MM, what are the type of players that you are looking for when recruiting?
You want to answer that, Fish, or should I?
I feel like it's difficult because at the moment for MM, we're kind of driven by one purpose, and that is the hypothetical tier 15. But the problem that lies there is how is Moderna gonna fuck up the strike system? Like T15 might not be possible, or however they change it, we're kind of just gonna have to play by ear. But we're currently advertising as we're going for tier 15, and that's kind of what brought in like the RR guys and some other competitive players seeking us.
Mm-hmm.
So really when it comes to recruiting for MM in specific, it's just people looking for that tier 15 experience. They really want to drive for that. For KRM, it's more or less like the people who get pushed down to KRM after people join MM at the moment. I feel like we haven't really picked up a lot of KRM guys
Yeah.
in specific. And then DHM is just kind of, we advertise ourselves on the guild chat in main cord. We advertise ourselves. Big shout out to Owl. He's always grinding on Reddit, advertising the guild. And I feel like we actually do get a good amount of people from there. So I feel like a lot of those people kind of fall into more in the DHM range. And that's kind of how we pick up them.
Okay. Okay. Are you guys? I mean, how is the scene for? I'm not in recruiting that much for public service company. I let other people now handle that. They're much better at that type of job. Are you guys still getting more people, or is it just from like other guilds now, like with Tomahawk coming from RR going over to MM? Are you finding new players? How is that ecosystem right now?
I feel like if they're going to join MM, if they're like an MM caliber player, they're probably in a long-term existing player from another high competitive guild.
Mm-hmm.
Um, when it comes to lower players like in DHM and stuff, I don't recognize the names, so it could be any of the above, to be honest.
Yeah. Okay. 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 And what are you looking for? Like beyond just even, are you just looking for pure fucking grinders? Are we looking for like as well personality, the common sense? What other additional attributes are you looking for in players besides just that grind mindset?
I think the thing that I like most about the RR guys joining us beyond the competitive aspect is how active they are in chat.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a blast having what we brought in like 5 new guys, 4 of which are almost constantly active in chat. I love seeing fresh faces in chat and just having more conversation on a daily basis. But I mean, it's not all about grind because then again, it's not very fun if you're not communicating, you're not having fun, you're not bickering. There needs to be some jabbing at each other. Um, I feel like that's what really drives a lot of us is like the inter guild rivalries is what drives a lot of us for like leaderboard chasing and stuff.
Yeah.
So that's always a ton of fun. But we definitely strive for personality. Otherwise, Tortas wouldn't be with us.
I think you
Just a
guys
name
were
drop.
posting like a bunch of memes with Tornos, right, yesterday? I saw some stuff yesterday with his name on there in
We
like
bully
DG.
Tortas a lot. We love him though.
No, that's good. It seems like a friendly community. I mean, I I've always known different members of MM. I feel like from the very get-go since I've started in Battle Nations, and you guys all seem very, very friendly, very fun, very active within the community, very active within the game. But how do you guys kind of face that issue where maybe a player is too active and they get burnt out, especially for a number one guild?
We've had our fair share of burnouts. I mean, one of our favorite strategists, he recently got burnt out right before Boss Strike 2, which was kind of sad to see. But I mean, he's already back in full mast. The triple SP weekend, I think, is what got him back.
Okay,
To be
yeah.
honest, I don't think we really burn out or deal with burnout to like a severe degree. I think it's typically just people play a little bit less for a couple weeks at a time.
Hmm.
Um, I don't think we've had anybody burn out and quit that I can really recall, other than just slowing down for a couple of weeks.
Yeah,
Okay.
anybody that is kind of in here, I feel like they want to be here. They're here for the grind.
Yeah.
I don't I don't think really any of them are really gonna get like burnout.
So yeah, it's just the grind mindset is just embedded into all you guys. There is no burnout. I'm assuming then.
Well, I think it's also important to note that unlike other guilds, we don't actually have requirements or anything.
Interesting.
Everybody's kind of just driven by the purpose of pushing for first. So, like, I feel like a problem with other guilds is if you say you have like a 2 million boss strike or boss strike point system where if you don't hit that, you get demoted, and if you hit that, then you hit your T14 individual score. So like, we don't really care what you do from there. So then people really just make it their purpose to hit that 2 million, and then they stop playing because they did their part. And I think that's what we watched happen to HSC in Boss Strike 2. Why the gap widened so much was just because they hit their required quota, and then they just kind of fell
Got
off,
out.
if you will.
Yeah.
Started playing other things, whatever. So I think it's just like we really don't have any requirements at all, other than like, hey, do your part during boss strikes, and our guild lists are always organized by boss strike score. So if you performed in another guild, it's not like a loyalty based thing. It's if you show up and you're going to do your work, then you're in. And I think that just helps people avoid burnout because we're not asking anything ridiculous of them. Like, we're not going to say, hey, you need 100 electric fences, which is 1,400 years of
A
New
lot of
Haven
gears.
grinding.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that just helps people focus on what they want to do in Battle Nations, because we have some people who are enjoying maxing Navy like Jet. We have other people who enjoy the SP grind, other people who are just kind of sitting back waiting for PvP. None of them are burning out doing unnecessary tasks.
Yeah. Excuse me, sorry. Speaking about Jet, how do you feel about him maxing out M10s? That's fucking nuts, no?
That's a fucking monster, dude.
That's fucking. He said, "Yeah, it's just a casual 4.5 days. That's all it is."
Yeah. Casual, as if he's not pinging our members every half an hour, trying to wake them up to refresh encounters.
I assume he was pinging everyone. He was what? Just everyone's navel belonged to him.
No, well, it was a voluntary thing.
Yeah. He wasn't stealing or anything, but
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. He wasn't stealing.
Oh. Sorry, Jet.
Gave us a little cute pet name called Jet's Gooners, and then pinged us every day.
Whoa. It was Jet's Goon Squad that I applied to everybody who offered up their encounters.
Wow, okay. So
He deserved it.
No, that's honestly still fucking crazy. When the moment he showed that, I was like, yeah, goddamn, I don't think I ever see my M10s being maxed out, to be honest. Jeez. Tordas is saying he wants to go on. He wants to come in here. So I don't know if you guys want to allow him in here or not, but
perhaps towards the end we can allow him to make a guest appearance.
There you go. No, with that being said, talking about just your guys' communities, how would you describe the community besides just like, we're all grinders, whatever? How would you describe it? And this is more for Tomahawk, since you are new to MM. How would you describe the community of MM?
So you've got, I guess, like a few factions, I would say. You've got us newer RR guys. We kind of bring a lot of the lively talking. And then there's like guys like Fish that are also in on it. And then you've got other guys that are just like complete grinders. There's like a list of like first to like max rank units, and you'll see like the same guys' names over and over and over again.
Yeah.
And then you'll just see the guys that are kind of score really high in the boss strike and are just kind of here and there in chat, and they're just kind of waiting for the next big event.
They're kind of
That's how I
like,
see it.
we're just gonna, when the event is out, then we'll lock in. But beyond that, we're kind of like, not inactive, just not talkative.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good to hear. I feel like even with public service company, and I try to relate back to public service company to like have something to relate to you guys. We have some people who are grinders but don't talk a lot in chat or anything, and we're fine with those type of people. I know a lot of people. I feel like a lot of MM members are active though. That, or I just see your guys' things everywhere. So
Yeah, I know a lot of the guys are in like a lot of the other guild chats, and they're always talking. Like Freerin, they're always in like 3 or 4 different guild chats at a time.
Yeah. No, they are, especially you guys' promotions on like guild chat. I know Fish is always or not or yeah, I know Fish. You would post some stuff here and there. Owl
I
posts a
shitpost.
lot. Yeah, I like your
Yeah.
posts. I like your posts. I like the shit posting. I'm a big fan of that.
I appreciate it. I see you do your fair share of shit posting in the guild chat too.
Here and there, but I don't think it's on like the same bar as yours. I mean, I wish I could be flexing that number one spot, especially on the Reddit one. That the what was it? The stop breaking your back or something. What was it?
Yeah, it's like stop breaking your back, carrying your guild to T11 and join a real guild or something.
Yeah, that is a good one. That's what you can flex number one. Just come join MM. Maybe in the future. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Any guild can implode. PSC can implode. It could happen. But speaking about implosions, what happened to MM during that time? Like what? Like I just want to know what happened internally.
I mean, it can just be summarized by snatchers being snatchers, really.
Mm-hmm. And for the people who are in stream right now and may not know who that is, is it snakers or snatchers?
I've always called them snatchers. It might be snaffers.
Yeah,
It might be
snackers,
snakers.
Yeah.
I guess the important background knowledge is snatchers and chef were in contact with a cheat developer.
Mhm.
And he spread it to Black Membrane, Elite Komodo, and Profit. And the problem is the latter four, everyone but Chef, were parts of leadership in MM.
Yeah.
And with that being said, it was impossible for us to like find that out because they weren't very vocal about it.
Mm-hmm.
But basically, they didn't like how the guild was structured. If I recall correctly, there was like a weird point system in place, whatever. We were trying to change it anyways. But they just went around DMing each of the best members that they possibly could, just saying, hey, we already have a group of like the 50 best grinders, even if it was a complete fucking lie. And he basically just tried to make like a little splinter guild.
And that was the consortium.
Yeah.
Okay. Maine, I know you were in the thick of that all. What was going I think, yeah, what was going through your headspace? Because I think I just became I splintered off from P-War, just started PSC, absolutely hated my life because I didn't realize how tough recruiting is, and responding to all the tickets. And then all this going on with MM, and I'm just seeing Maine over here. I'm just stressed out for him.
It was rough. I'm very glad that that's like coming up to a year in the past now, which is pretty crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It was fun, you know. Sorry, it was not fun. I don't know why I just said that. It was horrible, you know. Every moment that I spent on my computer was just miserable. You know, having to deal with so much shit that was getting stirred and worsening in MM while trying to cooperate. I don't know if that's the right word.
Yeah.
With the people that were leading the consortium. I just have to give a huge shout out to the original KRA leaders who are now, you know, leadership in MM or KRM. They were there with me like the entire time trying to come to the best conclusion with how to remerge MM and the consortium without leading to a whole lot of negatives that we assumed would happen. But yeah, it was miserable for me. I'm sure it was miserable for them. Thankfully, it only lasted like it had to be less than a week. But that week was Hell Week.
It was Hell Week, yeah.
Yeah, but you know it's over now. I think that weirdly enough, the consortium might be one of the best things that happened to MM because it helped us come to the core of the problems of what was wrong in the beginning. You know, people that Fish so lovely name dropped, they ended up getting either blacklisted on the main Discord or, you know, Alex and Andrew sent stuff and banned them from the game.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had revitalized like the faith in our members that were kind of swayed by them. And I think we only got stronger because of it. and it now led us to having a good group of leaders that share the burdens of leadership, I guess, rather than just having one. Um, and I think that we are absolutely better off now than we ever would have been if that hadn't happened. As much as it
Yeah.
sucked.
No, yeah. I mean, from the outside perspective and just me trying to look inwards of it all, it definitely seemed like it would all suck. I mean, honest opinions, when all that was going on, I was just like, I don't think MM's gonna survive after this, and you guys did. You guys did, and I agree that it definitely made you guys either just the core group of MM or just all of MM just so much fucking stronger. So much fucking stronger. You guys went through thick and thin just to deal with all that. And then, you know, Snackers, Snacers, whatever his name is, just constantly coming back trying to pull a quick one and everything. Because I know he tried to I know you guys let him back in or some vote. I don't know what was going on with that. But in the end, you guys figured it out. And now you're what? Here at number 1 in Boss Strike 2.
Oh yeah.
So wow.
And
wow.
real quick, I do think that it was really beneficial that this happened to us before guilds came out. Like I do feel bad for P-War and
BTN.
Was it BTN? Yes, I feel bad for both of them because they really just they got shit on by themselves. You know, it just the fact that it happened after guilds came out, I think, was the nail in the coffin for them. I'm just so thankful that this shit happened to us before guilds came out because, like you said, we were able to fully recover from it.
Yeah, how does that feel looking at, you know, like P-War and BTN? More so, I would say P-War because, I mean, you guys even had a rivalry with them as well. Where it's at some point it was kind of like a back and forth and everything. But you know, both guilds technically quote unquote imploded. One survived, which was MM, and the other one went down with the ship. How did that feel seeing another guild basically go down the same route as you guys, but different outcomes?
I did feel bad. I can only imagine what the people that were striving to keep P-War together were going through. I'm sure it was just as bad as what I was dealing with back then.
Mm-hmm.
I've never spoken to any of the people in P-War, but I do hope that are they still a guild?
I don't think so. I don't know.
I'd feel bad. I feel bad that they have to go through it and end up with nothing. You know, it sucks. It's horrible, and I feel really bad about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, Reborn still exists. Okay. Yeah, I know is it? I just know them as like what P-War X. I know they had a different thing.
Yeah,
for
they
them,
became like the.
Yeah, that's just the now. So, wow. Yeah, I mean, to from your perspective or your opinion, what is a advice you would give to a guild leader that may be going under that type of pressure of, you know, they might be losing their members, their guild, all of it?
I don't know if it's useful info because I'm sure they already did it, but I would just say like don't, as cliche as it sounds, don't give up. Like if I had given up when I was working with the KRA leaders, trying to solve the consortium issue, I don't know where that group of people that like it was a large portion of MM's best players had gone to the consortium. A few months after they rejoined MM, you know, the whole thing came out with Snackers and Chef cheating, and then the people got banned. People got banned from Discord. People got banned from the game or reset. I don't know what would have happened to that group of players that were under their leadership. Like, I don't know if the cheats would have kept spreading if we hadn't regained control, I guess. You know, more people could have been affected and either got their accounts reset or worse. Just if I'd given up, I think it would have gone a lot worse for a large portion of the MM members that were inside of what was going on there at the time. So that's I know it's a long-winded explanation for your question, but my best advice would be don't give up. I didn't, and it worked out for me, and I feel bad for those that didn't give up and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, it's just a tough situation. I'm glad you guys are still around.
Oh yeah,
I'm very glad. I feel like Tomahawk's also glad.
Yeah, who you tell me?
everyone here glad. So especially to hit that number one spot in BS2. You guys were what, number 2 in BS1, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
How does that feel going through all of it, and your current track record in both boss strikes is placement 2, second place, and first place?
It was destiny. For real though, I thought the thing is, I don't know how many of our members were ever striving for number 1 or number 2 or whatever. I think everybody here is just really dedicated to the grind. Like when boss strikes drop, we typically have a full house in our Discord waiting for it to drop at, it's 3 a.m. for me, so I'm always up at 3 a.m. on a work day just to fucking play some Battle Nations boss strike. But we typically have a full house, and we have the Discord always, like the voice chat always exceeds the full 96 hours because everybody's always on.
Yeah.
I think like getting number 2 and number 1 were kind of just a byproduct of the mentalities of the people who were here, which was always awesome to see. And I think we always wanted number 1, and we still do obviously want number 1 as we're pushing. But like, I wouldn't say that keeping number 1 isn't necessarily the goal, but pushing for tier 15 kind of guarantees us number 1. So the goal shifts, but it still stays in sight.
Yeah. Walk me through, like, how are the VCs? How crazy are they? Everyone constantly talking. What's it like there, especially for Boss Strike 2?
I feel like on a weekly basis, you'll see like the same, I don't know, 5 to 7 people. McMahon's always on, Fenn's always on, Tomahawk and the RR guys are always on. There's like the regulars that are always in voice chats. The weekends can get up to 10 to 15 people, and then boss strikes are always just like, it starts off with one Discord at like 100 people, 100 plus people, and then just as the boss strike develops, it probably breaks down into like 2 or 3 different Discords of like
Different groups.
7 to 20 people, who some of them are streaming, some of them are just on mute, just listening to like the conversation or watching someone else grind just to help soften up the monotony.
Okay, very nice. So everyone's on. Everyone's just doing their part and everything. Excuse me. Oh my god, there's like something in my throat. Oh my god. What's the strat? Because how many points is tier 15? Isn't that like a fuck ton?
Tomahawk, you're an analyst. Go.
And I think it's what, 3.6, right above that, mattering if you're doing 100 or 81 people, right?
3.6 per person in the entire guild?
Yeah, I believe so.
Am I allowed to ask, what was your guys' lowest score? Who was the low? Not who, but what was the number?
We had someone at 55,000 simply because something came up IRL, so like that doesn't really count. I guess I'm in game. I can actually go check, can't I?
Lowest score that was like playing throughout the entire event.
I'm sure it was pretty low. No one's perfect.
Yeah. I mean, for a number 1 guild, I'm just curious,
Just give me a second to peruse through the list, and I'll let you know.
No, you're good. While you peruse through the list, what is the strategy there? Are you just like keying in every second, just like, hey, is everyone playing? Are everyone doing something? Hey, you're not a million yet.
No, it's up to individuals. We're not gonna ping people. We're not gonna force people to play. Again, we're kind of just driven by the purpose. We never had to, like, if somebody's like day 2, someone's still at 0 points, we hit them with a DM just to make sure everything's all right. And sometimes it's just, they happen to work Thursday, so they couldn't really grind. Is there no way to check the guild score for only Boss Strike 2? Because I noticed that in the guild listing, it combines their scores.
You got to go to the leaderboard.
Yeah,
Just my guild. But the lowest besides the 60,000 was 40. It was 411, and the next lowest was 1.2 mil.
Oh wow. Damn.
So what we ended up doing is we set we hosted a poll like maybe like a week before Boss Strike started, and we kind of asked baseline, how much time do you think you're going to be able to put into the Boss Strike?
Yeah.
We weren't really we didn't ping anyone until like over the halfway point, and when we had a lot of analysis going, try to figure out how many points people should be getting per hour if they're playing for the full hour. And if whoever was drastically not meeting the time commitment that they had set, then they got messaged asking what's going on, like Fish said. But the whole system that we had set in place, which is, it's pretty common sense thing to do, it should kind of not only incentivize people to continue playing to make sure they stick to the score that they set for themselves, but also drive them to play further. Like, let's say I said I was going to play for 6 hours, and I saw that like 6 hours per day, and then I saw that Fish was going to play for 8 hours a day. Maybe I try to go for the same time as him or even more to try to beat him. As you said earlier, like inner guild competition, especially during the boss strikes, was a big driving factor in keep people playing, just to try to beat the person that they were above yesterday, but then drop below because of sleep loss. Like losing time to sleep.
Yeah. Damn, that's crazy for the low score there. I just forgot. I just had my next question, and I totally forgot. And God damn it. I'm sorry. Talking about boss strike and everything. I'm trying to remember my last question. I literally wanted to ask this one when you just like mentioned a little bit of it too. Anyways, before I get sidetracked again. Give me 1 second. Someone's pinging me. That's what distracted me here. There we go. Cool. Okay, sorry about that, guys. So for boss strike, what are you guys? Do you guys feel confident for tier 15 for going to boss strike 3, I guess, or are you guys scared how the system's going to be changing, how Madrona is going to be handling it?
Part of me, like as someone who loves the grind, I'm partially worried about how they're going to change it. I don't want them to take away the grindiness. I don't want them to make it too easy per se. I never want to see a lossless strike. I think that's boring. I want strategy to be rich always in every aspect of the game, whether it be PvP, boss strikes, or even just encounters. I just love this is a strategy game at heart. So I'm just worried that they might fuck it up because they're not perfect. I'll keep my hopes high, but I'm partially worried about how it will change. But assuming the point structure doesn't change, maybe they just change how enemy wave formations are generated with like a token system or whatever, so they're randomized. I think we're well within bounds after picking up an extra 30 some million points from the new guys.
Yeah.
And we got a couple more people on the ropes we're trying to bring in. So we're in a real good spot. If it's infected, which is kind of our expectation at the moment, since it's that 6-month mark is around the end of September, that can easily blend into an October infected boss strike. I think it's more than easy enough to get tier 15 because of how easy it's going to be.
Yeah.
But if it's rebels and they decide to give us the boar and they specify they're going to make the boar really hard to get, I could see it being really tough, and maybe T14 will even be a stretch. So it kind of just depends on the ball's in Madrona's court, if you will.
Do you
we're ready to go.
Yeah. Does everyone here currently like how boss strike works, or are they more open to whatever the new system, or kind of have opinions, thoughts, suggestions?
I mean, there's definitely a split of just like, wow, this is too monotonous, this is too difficult, this is too easy, needs this XYZ.
I think personally they should just make it easier for the lower guilds to get like to tier 10. And that's about it. That's really the only change I can think of. I like the grind. I think you should reward the higher grinders. Maybe make it more difficult, give us more points if the waves are more difficult or something.
Something I'll note that I dislike about boss strikes is, since we have knowledge about what the boss strikes are going to be, other top guilds, I'm sure, have done their research prior to the boss strikes, but as soon as we found out it was going to be Yuzul and the fire mod, we immediately knew what strikes to look at from the previous strikes back in OG. So we already knew the formations, and we already knew, like, we were running simulations on what lineups we should be doing. So we were already well prepared, and it kind of takes out the spur of the moment strategy. Don't get me wrong, our formation still evolved from there, but what I am like, part of me just doesn't want strict formations because I want it to be a more strategy driven event, and I want it to be tougher and you actually have to think about it on the spot. So like the strategy side shines brighter because if we figure out a better formation significantly faster than HSC does, then we will probably get a really good lead on them day one and day two. So I kind of want to see it change, but then again, going into if they just start making their own waves, then it's not really too big of an issue.
Okay. Trying to think how I want to word this. Do you feel like are you a fan of, I think like a lot of the ideas currently for like the next boss strike, at least that I've been hearing around, is kind of like that endless mode, where instead of you're doing like a set 4 waves, you just keep going until all your units die. Are you guys a fan of that idea? I don't know if you've heard that idea at all.
Absolutely not, dude. Because no matter
Oh,
what, that absolutely cooks people with one hospital. They
yeah,
have to change the healing system if they're going to do something like that. Because if you're guaranteed to have a full board of losses, you are fucked with one free to play hospital.
yeah. That is true. Yeah,
And
but it
otherwise, like, yeah, you get a little bit further, but you're still guaranteed full board of losses. Like if my strategy is good enough and I play right and I unit target as good as I can, I feel like I should be rewarded for that, not just in like a little bit of an extension, but if I get 0 losses, then I can indefinitely keep going. I just think having like guaranteed full board of losses might be way too dangerous.
even if they,
That
let's say they remove the cap on like you're only allowed one normal hospital.
Then like steel is already such a problem, and you're gonna
That
run
is
into
true.
the issue that like only the people who grind for months beforehand are capable of really running the strike, because it's the people with 300 electric fences, which, you know, we already said how much of a nightmare grinding 1400 gears is for 100 electric fences. It's only going to be those people capable of going like the distance because everything is dying every single time.
Yeah. I'm
or it's
sorry.
just going to be the whales paying to win,
Yeah, that too.
and the little guy. I mean, the rich get richer, I guess.
Did anyone in MM do a little bit of concrete maxing or lumber maxing? I think it was the last one, right?
Nah, we only grind, man.
I
who's oh, go for it.
in RR, I threatened to concrete max if we were like right there at the cusp of 14. Didn't know.
No.
Got close. We got it in the last 3 hours.
Okay, there you go. That's good at least. So a side little question, because I feel like this is always a split thing that splits a lot of people at least. Were you guys for or against getting nomads during Boss Strike 2?
I don't think they were necessary. I this is just going to be a lot of reiteration, I think, from the last interview you had. They're just too good. They can cover every bound for every part of the game that you're in, and like during the boss strike, I feel like a lot of our members' formations completely abandoned maulers entirely, and a lot of people were just running nomads to cover their asses, and they were just like power leveling units. So I just think, in my opinion, Mammoth Tank would have been the literal perfect unit to drop in
Mammoth Tank.
because it has the cold DOT resistance. It's tanky as hell, and all the issues were with front lines getting obliterated. I think Mammoth Tank would have been the ideal unit, and I stand on that ground.
Tomahawk,
I think it
man.
was good giving the little guy. I'm always for the little guy getting a little bit of buff, to be honest with you. But because like you got to think like what we're top maybe 3 to 5% of the game. So like to us, you know, we've got plenty of variety to choose from. Got plenty of strategy to go from. but like the average player was getting cooked. I mean, sure, like Fish said, you could have gotten a different unit, but I feel like a unit was necessary either way for the average player.
Just
But how much of
something.
that was a lack of strategy on their part? Because I recall watching other people grind and they weren't utilizing wimps, they weren't utilizing peacekeepers. I was watching AP, I think day one, do some whack shit, and I'm like, dude, what is this guy doing? I was losing my mind watching Atlas play all 4 days. Holy shit, dude. Brutalizer is an insane inclusion in a boss strike. But like
Whoa, man, whoa!
I
Don't
think
avoid dark like that. Whoa.
I
Talking about
think part of it
toads.
was a lack of strategy, if you will. And all love to Atlas and you, obviously. I'm
Yeah,
just,
yeah, yeah. No, you're good. You're good. You're good.
But I think part of it was just a lack of strategy is why they were getting shit stomped. I'm watching people. I mean, like even day one, I think we all occurred innumerable losses because, like, I was just running 5 mega tanks frontline, watching them get fucking obliterated. But then as you go, it's like, oh yeah, you totally can run a Mauler or two frontline to soak up some damage because they're so tanky. And
Mhm.
Peacekeepers are actually awesome because they have like a 50% chance to survive. Plus, they don't actually matter if they die because I have 600 of them waiting for me.
Yeah.
So, and same with Wimps. Wimps actually did excellent too as just frontline soakers just to get through it.
Yeah. I mean, personally, for me, what day one, I didn't even lose any tanks. I think the most that I lost was heaviers, and that was just because I was trying to get SP on them. But then I switched over to PKs really quick, and even without Tempest, I mean, granted I had 2 melees, but I felt like I was fine for the most part. There, I did do some whack shit though. Oh.
You also had 2 melee, so you didn't have to think about it too hard.
Yeah, my camera just died. Give me. I'm so sorry. Maine, what's your thoughts on Nomad here?
So, just to go back to a previous question real quick, and then I'll talk about the nomads. When we were talking about like what we thought about the boss strikes and how if we like them right now, I personally would be more in favor of Madrona kind of taking their own route to wave, so we don't have something to go off of. Because what I really liked was that we had all this time spent on planning for what we think waves are going to be like, what we think, what the ideal formation would be to take the most minimal losses. And like Fish said, day one happens, we go through it. Then day two and onward, you find out that things that people are not expecting to be using in the front row, like the Maulers, are great candidates for it because of their just ability to tank. We didn't see that coming. So without having something to plan off of, I really like the theory crafting and the new learning that you do while doing the boss strike. So I think that if they made their own waves and somehow changed the system to a way where we're not really able to predict too well, it's just a really fun aspect being able to come up to see the things either evolve or just come up with ones that work right off the bat.
Yeah.
Now, with the nomads, I have to hard disagree with Fish. I think that they were a perfect fit. I really like that they have. I think they're overpowered. I think if they could have released them less as strong as they are, they were a perfect fit because I really like how they have both resistances. The theme I think fit perfectly with the boss strike. I don't know what the ideal promo unit could have been for the first one. Maybe as stupid as it sounds, maybe the death from above, something fire related that needed to be balanced. But I would really like if they could theme the promo units better than Z2 did to each boss strike, where not only is it fairly strong and an ideal choice to use in that particular boss strike, but it also fits the environment and the theme of the strike itself. So I think that they're too strong, but they were a good fit for this one.
To bounce off that main, what do you think about the special agent being for the first one with his stun attack?
If he had gotten balanced and likely buffed, I think that could have worked. From how we know him now, it doesn't really seem like a unit anyone would be prioritizing to use over things that we already have.
Just like a stronger field agent, no? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only does it have cold resist? I don't even know.
No,
Especially
he
didn't-
was saying for the first boss strike.
Oh, for
Yeah,
the first
especially
boss
if
strike. My bad.
would
my
have
bad.
kicked ass for strike 1.
Oh
It might have been
Yeah.
too good.
that would have been like kind of OP. No, very interesting. I always like learning what other people think, especially with the whole nomad stuff. Because personally, for me, I feel like we didn't really need nomads. I kind of knew nomads were OP. I didn't have one back then, because I was just poor. so yeah. Oh, you fish! You just got your pyro. I just saw that.
And my worm.
Oh, and your worm. Oh wow.
Yeah, the
Oh
worm
fuck.
finished up too.
God damn, bro. God damn. Homie's grinding right now. Yeah, I personally felt like we didn't need Nomad. I feel like Nomad was just there, one, for the cold resist, and then also then the AA. I think that's like the main thing, right? The AA for that, because everyone was scared of the Chinook, and then people realized Chinook wasn't even that scary.
It also blasted through just every vehicle. It wasn't just a Nomad that it was really good against.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah,
We didn't
I really
need-
like the fact that the priority unit that people were so afraid of was the Chinook, and then for me personally, what I ended up hating the most was I think it was the Thunder, the guy with like the potato launch or the long cannon. He ended up
Really?
just he was the bane of my existence during Boss Strike 2. He would always be like one-shotting my R9. When I got my Skyraptor to R9, there was still so many times where he would one-shot it, or he would one-shot something that didn't have high explosive resistance. I hated him so much more than the Chinook in Boss Strike 2.
The fucking riot shield guy, dude.
Yeah. Oh my god, I hated
Yes.
that guy, bro. Yeah,
He was just like, he was oddly tanky enough to always take like more than 2 hits,
Mm-hmm.
and then he just ass blast my mega. And
Yep.
it's like, dude, what happened here? What?
Almost one-shotting that thing.
Mm-hmm.
God damn. No. I mean, so that you were talking about the potato launcher guy. That's the Thunder. Really, that guy was your issue?
He was the issue for me. Yeah, there's 2 guys with cannons. There's one
Yeah.
over his shoulder, and then there's one that's holding it like to his waist. It's the
Devastator.
guy that was
Yeah.
to his waist. That was the one that I could not. I mean, the riot shields too, and sure, the Chinooks
Yeah.
were a problem, but for me, that was the worst unit in my opinion.
Interesting. Okay. I feel like you're the first person I've heard to say that I had a problem with that one. But I mean, yeah, it still dealt a decent amount of damage. I just hated the shield guy, the Spartan. I think it's Spartan, right?
I'm not
Yeah.
good with the names.
So yeah, that guy fucking sucked. That guy, oh my god. Wow. Boss Strike 2. We survived though. We went through it. How's your guys' boss rush going? How is it going for MM in general? You guys getting a lot of frags?
It's going great.
Yeah. Okay, but let's like really hard focus, like Brio.
So, Brio, if you cannot tell, I'm rocking the Crusade armor. Because Brio was supposed to be here in place of Main, but it's too late for him, so he wasn't able to hop on voice call.
Yeah.
That was the original game plan.
Yeah.
So, Brio, right before the Sentinel originally dropped, me, Brio, and Spud Peeler, the other MM leader, we had a discussion and we decided that the last one of us to get a frag, get some kind of consequence just to make it more fun. And so it turns out Brio casted a fucking curse on us, and none of us have a frag yet. Me and Spud are the only 2 of leadership without a frag. There's only like 5 of us that are fragless anymore in MM.
Okay.
So there's probably more like 10, but we're just watching people get their duplicates as we're still fishing for nothing.
Sorry that I have 3 melees then.
Yeah, you'll all get your penance eventually.
I mean, it just means you guys are due for a double. That's all.
Yeah, sure. You're like the 20th person to tell me that, dude.
Hey, the 20. I heard the 21st person. It comes true.
I said you're the 20th. What?
21st.
Whatever, dude.
Don't worry, Fish. It's coming up, buddy. It's coming up, man.
It's
I
coming.
promise you.
There you go.
Yeah,
See,
20.
it's gonna happen now.
So the next person's gonna help. Yeah.
Maine,
Hey.
Tom Hawk and Maine, how's the boss rush going for you guys?
Oh Man, I'm 0-20 on all these bosses I've killed. I've got nothing.
Oh.
But I got 3 frags, so I mean, can't complain.
Okay. Yeah, you're fine. That was before?
Yeah. I got him like first. I got 7, 11, and 17 kill.
Okay, okay. Main?
For me, the exact opposite of Tomahawk. I was having terrible luck with my AS spawners for like I don't know. I think it had to have been my 20th kill that I was 0-20 or something around there, and I was getting really bad timers too, where I would get a 6-day timer, an 8-day timer, maybe a 4-day timer, then a 7-day timer. I had really bad timer luck, and I was 0 for 20. It must have been, and then 2 weeks ago maybe I got my first melee frag, and then
There you
day
go.
1 of boss rush I get a worm and a sinister. Day 2 of boss rush I get a worm and a ranged. It's going great for me.
Okay. Damn, you are. Damn, you getting everything right now, bro.
Yeah, I'm eating right now.
You are eating. I need that range. That's it. I just need the range. That's
Like
all
a
I'm
3
looking for.
melees I'm sure will get you there. I saw that kill. It's all you need.
That's
That's all
yep,
you need now.
That's all I need now. That's all I'm waiting. Yeah. Maybe one more melee so I can field 4 melees and then 1 range in the middle. But then I feel like that's asking a little too much, so.
I would agree. Yeah.
Hey, Fish, it's coming, man. It's gonna happen for you.
I don't even want it at this
Trust.
point. Give me some spider wasp eggs. I love that unit. I
That's
hope I get a whole bunch
crazy.
of those. And then give me like 1 phalanx for my troubles.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one too. The Goliath. Yeah. Have you considered? Wait, Brio's here actually. Have you considered sharing at the dinner table? Oh, I don't share. I usually finish my meals. Sorry there, Brio. Thank you for the 2, by the way. Wow. We are at the 7, or it's at 7 o'clock for me, so I do have to be turning down now for the stream. But is there anything that I may have forgotten that you guys want to mention about MM here?
There's one question I saw in chat from a guy a while ago asking about our relentless rules or something.
I saw that. I didn't know anything about it, and I got confused with like relentless, and then some people were saying
Yeah.
about cheats or whatever. So I was like, I don't want to ask that.
I don't know what you're talking about the cheats, but basically answering the relentless question.
Yeah.
So a role structure that MM has in place to fill in the gaps of the monotony. Originally, I designed it to kind of give a more structured layout to those who wanted to rank every unit. Because if you're just tackling the plan of, go run at 300 units and max rank them, it's just such a long grind that it doesn't feel digestible. So what we did was we broke it up into a system where it's in bite-sized chunks. So there's 7 roles, if I remember correctly. It starts at R1 Lentless, R2 Lentless, up. I don't think it's not visible to public chat.
Okay.
Main, you want to just go make it visible to public chat?
Make what visible?
The hardcore Rex. Here, I'll just let.
I got it.
Okay, yeah, just make it public or make BNAP able to see it. But basically, I'll just wait till you can see it.
Optimus
What's your
Prime.
Discord user, BNAP? I can't add you directly unless I have your.
Directed
You're in
by
the Discord,
AP.
right? Oh, directed. Should be able to see it now.
I just clicked out. It's
under the guild information section.
Guild information.
We call it hardcore Rex. Yeah, so basically the way it works is just start at the big list. Yeah. So starting up at the top, like R1 Lentless. In order to achieve R1 Lentless, we have required units, which are always just like the staple units, if you will. Some of the units might seem a little silly on there. Like originally we had Light Chem Tank and Lightning Dragooner on there because this was made pre-knowing they weren't gonna bring back occupations and stuff. So the point was we require a bunch of units. These are the ones that we kind of expect MM to have done because they're the staple units, they're the best units in the game type thing. And then in order to achieve the role, you can see under the additional tab, it says 2.5 million SP. So what that is first off, we only track from R5 to R6 because it's easier for leadership to track. But basically, any unit you get done that's not required contributes to that additional. So if you finish Peacemonger, it's what, like 370,000 SP for R5 to R6. So it would be 370,000 towards that additional quantity. And basically, just as you go through, once you have R1 done, you can move on to R2, and then it basically is just like it gets harder and harder. You can see that the jumps get higher and higher in terms of like additional SP. That's mainly because like there's a lot of units, there's a lot of SP. There's something like 35 million SP available.
Interesting.
So it's kind of just like with the ultimate goal. If you scroll all the way down to the last roll, it's called "Fuck You." Because you're done. And you have every unit ranked and you have 1 billion gold. The gold is realistically going to change because if they implement guild shops, we're going to want everyone to donate. And a ton of people have already donated to get the guild to max rank, obviously. So we've kind of scratched the gold on the earlier ranks. But this is just our way of making grinding everything more digestible, and it's something that like a lot of the new guys have been doing, and it's just like something to progress towards while we're waiting for content in a dry period like this while we're waiting for PvP.
Yeah, this is cool. I've never seen this in other people's either. Relentless, yeah. I didn't know. Yeah, people were saying relentless. I just didn't know what it was, so I didn't want to ask. I didn't know if it meant something, or maybe it was like a player, ex-player or something.
Yeah, and then like every single time someone achieves this, we have like a member recognition channel that we can, hype them up in for every single role that they get. And that also goes for like we hype up whoever gets like top 3 in boss strike or whatever it may be. Drip doesn't have any. Don't look at him.
Well, I was looking at Drip because I see Drip has a lot of roles here. We didn't actually talk about the Discord. I think one of the biggest things I feel like a lot of people talk about is your guys' new channel here, which is the Ass of Mammoth, which I really like. It just rolls off the tongue. But are there any like insane besides these relentless roles? What are these? What's the Master of the Seven Seas? Or Poseidon.
A lot of those are just roles for we put a time limit, like as a level cap gets pushed. Yeah. Let's just say Rambo, for example. As soon as we hit 40, whatever, to get the veteran, you have 1 week to get your veteran ready to go to R6. So like R5 full SP is allowed. And you get the role. So basically it's just something to, chase roles, see who has that grind mentality. Any role that you see a unit next to realistically has that. Just some of the other ones, boss strike top 100, that's pretty self-explanatory. We have 2, the harbingers are for those who are on at the very start of the boss strikes. Yeah, War Daddies are R6 mega tank.
Okay.
Actually, you should be able to see we have a chat that explains the roles.
Where can I find?
Can you not see it?
It should be under the same section. Do you not see it?
I can't ping VNet, so I don't think you can see it.
All right, let me see.
Yeah, we have a spot where we describe all our roles. So people.
If it's not public, we don't got. I don't want to leak anything, guys.
I think it was supposed to be public.
Okay. I'm not trying to leak anything, not trying to get in trouble.
I mean, there's nothing to hide.
It does say you can view it, the roles explain channel.
I can't actually.
It's weird.
I see Fish ping me.
You should be able to see what the hell.
I don't see the history. That's all.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, strange. Well, anyways, that's just a chat to describe everything. But we have ones for like Artem has a special one for being the very first person to kill the Ancient Sentinel in the rebirth of Battle Nations. A bunch of roles just for unit ranking in certain amount of times, being present during boss strikes. Like the one you asked for, Master of the Seven Seas, that was killing the Dreadnought before we hit level 45. So back when it was like the turbo gambling at rank 40.
Yeah, yeah.
So if you were able to kill it, then we gave you the roll because it was a pretty good feat. So
Can you see the channel now,
Nice.
being up, or can you still not?
I can see the channel. I just can't see what's in the channel.
Oh, I tried changing it. All right, sorry about that.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. You're good. I'm happy to help fix. So.
arguably the most prestigious role is our compound interest role for those who compound max their entire base.
I was gonna say, what is like, besides the relentless rolls, what is the hardest roll in the entire Discord to get? That's still achievable.
Yeah, I mean, like R4 Relentless is the highest anyone's gone with Relentless so far. Probably just Artem's like special role for killing the Sentinel first, but compound interest is obviously just a paywall. Boss strike top 100s. I guess like honestly, one of the harder things is going to be back when we ran boss strike simulators before anything came out. We always gave like the top people special roles for like boss strike sims. So honestly, with how hard some of those people grinded that might have been the hardest to get. Or maybe we have GOAW, God of All Wimps. It was the first 3 people who promoted R6 Wimps back in the day.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm top 5. Main broke that down for me that I'm not top 7.
I got you, bro. I got you.
Yeah. I knew, you guys had like I forgot who exactly was the first one, but I knew they were in MM. So wait. So looking at this, so I need all these R6, which I do have all these R6. I have all Relentless 1 R6, all Relentless 2 R6, all Relentless 3 R6. So I would be sitting in Relentless 4.
Well, so you probably don't have the additional SP. That's really the hardest part of each step. So like getting 7.5 million SP for the additional units. Cobra is 960,000, Thresher is 960,000. So like you're at 2 million. It's a lot more units than you think. I was the first one to hit R4 just a couple days ago, and I have something like 68 units max ranked now. All of which are the larger SP pool units. I don't really do the smaller ones yet. But like I said, I have all the TF2 max. I have all the previous boss strike units max. It's a lot to digest. We only have maybe like 10 people with R3, I think. Once you start tracking, you realize how much of a slog it is.
Interesting. I like this. I like the system. That's actually really cool.
Well, you know how to gain access to it, BNAT.
How's that,
over,
huh? You know, the
Hit me
day
in my DMs and I'll let you know.
the day I do end up leaving PSC, because I do believe there will be a day that does happen. I don't know if the guild will implode. I don't know if, it's just the time, the white rabbit with the clock ticking and everything. But I do see it happening. And let me tell you, I think I'm going to do like a, like when like football players like getting drafted into a team and they wear the hats. You guys might have a hat on the table. That's all I'm going to say.
I would hope so.
Beyond that, is there anything else that I may have forgotten to ask or you might want to share about MM to any new players who might come across watching this VOD or anything like that?
I would say for anyone that's like hesitant on reaching out, people shouldn't expect that just because we're the top guild in the game that you need to spend so much money to do it. Like we have plenty of players that are very low spenders. I don't know if we have any that have spent 0, but we have plenty of players that are low spenders, and then of course we have plenty of whales. You don't need to be spending a lot of money in the game to do that, but the people that are not putting the money in to make things like the Dreadnought, or I don't know if the Dreadnought's a good example, but like M10s make a lot of naval stuff easier. People that aren't putting money into the game to make aspects of the game easier should expect that more will be required from them. They're going to have to put more time in boss strikes and kind of farm up things like heavier tanks and R1s, things that are readily available to be mass produced to make up for the fact that they don't have things that whales do. But people shouldn't expect that just because we're number one that they can't get in if they don't spend.
Yeah. Very nice, very nice. Tomahawk, anything you want to add? Maybe for any new players who are looking for guilds, since you have a bit of a fresh perspective since just joining recently.
I guess there were like a lot of rumors about MM before I joined that I was a little hesitant about. There's
Mhm.
not required sims. That was really my big thing. Every time I heard about like the top 3 guilds, I was always told there's like overbearing requirements.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I used to do the recruitment for RR, I'd poke fun at that. But like we said before, there's no requirements, just do your boss strike scores.
There you go. There you go. There are free to plays in MM. Are there actual free to play players in MM?
There might be free to plays
Uh.
in KRM or DHM, like absolutely $0 spent in MM. I don't think so, but we do have like we have a couple notable players that are certainly. Oh yeah, well, Linus. Linus is actually historically free to play. He really grinds out those black nanopod events with like 30
Jeez.
of those nanopod factories to clean them up.
I
Yeah,
think I saw
Linus
his
is actually a good one.
screenshot. I think I
Yeah,
saw his
so-
screenshot of that.
He's one. Triptychon is free to play or low spend.
Napa
the-
is. He came over with me from RR. He's not a big spender, and he was what, top 15 on the 100?
What
he has
dictates
4 frags, so he doesn't
What-
count. Let's keep it real.
what
Hey,
dictates his
no
big spender?
maxing, man.
He's hovel maxing.
What?
Yeah, I mean that. I feel like that's a pretty notable that he doesn't spend a lot of money. I think all his resource collectors are free.
He's got
and
level
he's,
6.
But he didn't go over
Yeah.
to like modern duplexes or anything.
No, he's just rocking hovels. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I gotta see his base now.
Hold up. I'll send you a screenshot. Let me
I
find
gotta
him.
see his base.
It's
I gotta show it on
pretty
screen.
disgusting. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, he has more Morgan's houses than I thought. He
No,
has like 12.
Yeah, he's got a lot more than I
20,
thought. Never
don't
mind.
know.
I might
Yeah.
be capping.
Oh, okay. There you
I
go.
don't think he has like a lot of nanopod units,
Okay.
but he did the houses so he could level up.
Are hovels 5?
Yeah, they're 5.
So it's the same as like Morgans, because Morgans are 5 too. So what I don't even know what max Morgans are, but that's gotta be a lot. That's gotta be a lot anyways. So
Can I just say one more real quick thing?
Yeah, no,
before
go
we
for it.
end?
No,
So
go
just
for it.
like some shout outs.
yeah.
I want to shout out Knight Armor for being arguably the most helpful technical leader that we have. He is an absolute demon. He made our simulators. He makes mission viewers. He's absolutely cracked, technologically speaking, and it's awesome having him along with us. And shout out Applebee's. He created the Relentless tracker that we have. It's a fat spreadsheet that everything is nice and clean and concise, and he put that up together. And then final shout out is to Missile Man because he really was dragging weight. Like I actually stepped back from leadership for a couple weeks just to finish up school because I just recently graduated. And Missile Man, I must say, was really putting in a lot of work these last few months. He's the goat.
Anyone else have more shout outs? You guys are totally fine to shout out.
Shout out my boy Lego dude. Love him.
Main, any shout outs?
Nah,
Or
I
any
just
last
think
words?
I don't have any personal shots. I just say MM's a great group, and if you're not in the Discord, we for anyone listening, we have our Discord is open. So go ahead and join and pop in the visitor chat and start talking. Like BNAP said earlier, we have an Ask a Mammoth channel just so you can ask any of our experienced players if you have any questions. It's a great community.
How do new players find your guys' discords and everything?
They're scattered all over. Like invitations are scattered all over Reddit and Discord, which I feel like are the only two ways people really view anything about the game. So if you're there, I'm sure you can find it.
Tortoise still wants to join.
Oh God,
He's been waiting
God,
the whole
forgot about
time.
that. Oh my god.
Do we give him a minute spiel real quick? He says he only has a minute.
Yeah, 1 minute, 60
him a minute.
seconds. Yeah, 60
All
seconds.
right.
I think it's fine.
You gotta join. You gotta join main VC really quick, and I'll drag you in. I swear
This
to
is gonna
God,
be
if he,
bad.
I don't have
He
to
is
like worry
the
about anything, right? Or
no, he's the king of DHM. Big shout out to Tortas for finishing Wimps and Vets recently. Absolutely goated. He
he's
really
got
has
it.
that grind in him, let me just say.
While we were waiting for him to join, let's go ahead. I didn't want to ask about your guys' other guilds because I would assume we may want to do another guild interview for those ones. But who are the leaders of those two guilds? While we wait for Torres to join.
We have 8 or 9 leaders that just lead every guild combined. We don't really have like separate leaders.
Okay.
Originally, when we did the original merger, we had Pyro, Missile Man, Tank. Perhaps I'm missing one. Forgive me. They were the original leaders of KRA, and when they merged over, we originally kept them separate as KRM leaders. But we're all just equals now. We're just leaders of MM. Battle Rookie. That's the other one I missed.
He says he's in general.
He-
Oh, he's
he's
in.
in he's in main court, dude.
He's in main
Bruh.
This is what I'm saying about this dude. Tortas, you got to go over to the hideout.
Here, hold on, wait. I can invite him really quick. Give me one. I don't
He's
know.
not
If
even in the hideout, dude.
he might not
Oh,
have the
God.
hideout. It's all right. It's all right. There's days where I kind of regret making this Discord.
Oh man.
I'm like, I don't like. I kind of want to like just give it off to someone. I tried to give it to Alex, and they didn't want it. So I was like, all right, well, here I am.
Well, if I can put my opinion forth, give it to Brio so he may continue his crusade against the frag havers.
I might be open to that. I might
I
be open
think
to
that
that.
would be an excellent use of that Discord.
Brio seems like a good leader. Oh, did he join? Okay, here we go. Here we go. All right,
Oh God.
here a minute. Oh, here we go.
All right,
Hello?
give me one second, because everybody keeps spamming me, and I can't put myself on. God damn.
This is
Give
your
me
time
one
to shine.
Clock's ticking, buddy.
He's flopping.
Flopping, buddy. You're flopping.
Can you hear me or no?
God, he's
No.
choking. Somebody help him.
All right, you guys hear me?
Oh, we can hear
Yeah.
you.
All right. Well, nice to meet you, BNAP. I just want to say this build is awesome. These people are awesome. Shout out to the people in DHM, like GI. You got Yoon. You got a couple of them that got like 1,000,000 points, and these guys are like low levels, bro. It's crazy. It's insane. I'm working right now. I would yap a lot more, but I love my team. I wouldn't change it if I could. And I'm happy that people like, what's his name? Yeah, joined. Because, we need more firepower, bro. The more, the better.
That was a good
yeah.
minute, honestly.
We
Honestly,
love Tortas.
that's a good hype minute right there.
Well, it's because, honestly, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm like delivering packages. I'm an Amazon driver, bro. So, like, I should be working right now. I hope I don't get it. Well, I'm not going to get in trouble if I run this shit, but, like, watch, bro. You're going to hear the van right now.
Do you have like a bot? How would they know? Do you have a body? Like do you have to wear a body cam or something?
They go fuck your stream, man.
They can't gonna watch your stream, bro. They're gonna be like, "Yo, what is Tortas doing?"
Yeah, bro. Yeah, Jeff Bezos is on the stream right now.
I actually, I met Bill Gates doing this, so you never know.
Wait,
bro.
what? Really?
Yeah, no bullshit. I can I'll send you the photo in a bit, bro, because I have you added. So I'll just send you a photo. It's hilarious, bro. Like I was just delivering, and I was like, "Man, this is some old other dudes. There's some old guy." And then I go up to him like, "Hey, bro, did you make Xbox?" And he just started laughing. I'm not even bullshitting. Like, just like that, yeah. I was like, "Can I take a photo?" And he just started giggling, and he came up to me. And I'm not bullshitting. I thought he was just some other old guy. But yeah, that's another MMW, bro. See, we can put that in the recruitment channels.
You're giving
bro,
fish more work.
Bro. Shout out to the leaders, bro. They're awesome, bro. Honestly, I wouldn't have it any other way, though. I'm gonna have to leave you guys, though. Mic drop. I love you all. Goodbye.
Seriously.
Legendary.
What an experience, dude.
For a minute, I wasn't expecting that. I'll be honest.
We love Tortas.
That's a typical voice call with Tortoise right there.
Yeah.
Actually, I think I've been in the VC with him twice, and that's exactly how it's gone every time he's delivering packages. He's in there for like 2 minutes, and then he's just gone.
Flexes the Bill Gates and just dips. I hope
First
he
time I'm
sends
hearing
it.
about that.
I hope he sends it. I hope he sends that. I want to see it. I want to see if it's AI'd or not. Well, no, thank you guys for joining here for your guys' interview. I know you guys have been busy, been through an absolute lot, been through thick and thin, and I'm personally very happy that you guys are still around, still kicking, and achieved that #1 spot. I'm very, very excited to see what happens with the new boss strike and everything, and how you guys are gonna go about it. And if it is possible, depending on how things change, you guys could reach tier 15, because I don't think anyone has ever reached tier 15, at least in the old Battle Nations. I don't know. I don't remember that much from back then. So, but yeah, no, thank you guys for everything. Thank you for being here. Again, last time, if there's any last minute things that you guys want to say here, Fish, Main, Tomahawk, go ahead and say it.
Thanks for having us, man. Yeah.
There
Thanks
you
for
go.
having us, man. And I can put it down, let me tell you.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna drag you guys out. Thank you again for joining. If you do want to set up another guild interview for other guilds, by all means, let me know.
That sounds great. Thank you, Beanat.
Thank you,
Thanks, man.
guys. See ya.
Peace out, bro.
Chosen, are you there? Are you just like chilling? I don't know if he's watching stream or not, but oh, wait,
I
did
am here, bro.
Oh, what's up, man?
What's going on? How are you?
Chilling. You're still in MM, right?
I'm KRM. Yeah,
KRM. You could have undeafened. You could have talked.
I know, but I didn't want to ruin their moment. It's their moment, so.
No, I get that. Maybe for the
Um,
KRM interview.
Maybe.
Maybe. Honestly,
I'm
I'm
just enjoying
surprised. Oh, sorry, go for it.
Tortoise.
No.
I'm just enjoying Tortoise.
Yeah.
He's the MM mascot.
That's the mascot. We have I think Henry is our mascot for PSC, so
I think Tortoise and Brio are the two front runners.
front runners.
Yeah.
Is Tortoise does he have a frag?
I don't know actually.
You don't know? I was gonna say, like, that's your mascot, one with a frag, one without,
Yeah.
Sorry, Brio. Sorry for that one, Brio. But I was literally about to. Oh yeah, I'm honestly surprised Drip didn't come. I felt like Drip was gonna be in this interview. I don't know. Can you tell me if Drip is still leadership or not, or?
He is. Yeah.
Oh, he is. Okay, yeah.
He's one of the
One of them.
OGs. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna head out for the night. It's 1:30. I got an early start to me. Great interview. Much love. Hey man, thank you for dropping by. I'll remember that. Sorry, Brio. Look, it's you're good for the next one. You're good for the next one. Watch. You're gonna get that double, bro. You're gonna get that
what
double.
we need to do?
Yeah, what?
You know what we need to do? We need to, because I know you're big on tier list. We need to see the Brio tier list.
The Brio tier list. Am I
Yes.
just tier listing Brio,
Oh,
or Brio's tier listing us?
It's godly. It's a
Wait.
tier list of certain individuals.
Wait,
Depending
what?
that's Umbra. Oh, you haven't seen it, man?
Wait, I think I have. Wait, didn't he post it in
Bro.
Donor General?
Dude, this is part of the lore, man. This is what makes Brio.
There were so many more questions I wanted to ask for just in general for MM, but I feel like I feel like that won't be the last MM interview. I feel
No.
like there'd be a lot more, especially as the game evolves and people change and communities change and all that type of stuff. So wait, where's the Brio tier list? Is it where is it at? How do I find it?
It's been some time. It might be outdated, but I know that he kind of updates it based on his interaction with the frag havers.
Let's see. I'm gonna type Brio tier list and see if that pops up in donor in bound. No, it doesn't. Damn. I'm known to hold grudges. It's true.
And what's surprising is that I have 5 AS frags.
You have
And
5?
yeah, I have 4 ranged and one melee.
4 ranged and 1. Wow, you have the opposite of my dream.
I know. I wish I have 1 ranged and 4 melee.
4 melees. Yeah.
But
I mean, I feel like 3 melees, you feel those, like, you're still killing everything anyways.
yeah, just about. But
So,
the poor gotta stay poor. So
that's true. I stand on that type of business. I do stand on that type of business. Guys.
we all know that Brio's there.
Oh, wait. Brio sent it to me. Okay, hold on. Okay. Without first...
Oh, that's confidential. That's a whole video.
This is confident. Oh, is it? Oh, well, I already showed it on fucking stream now at this point, bro. Well, here we are. I sent you the list. Okay, hold on. So Brio's op tier list. SSS plus. God, please give me the strength to destroy. Okay, so we got Owl top, McMahon. I don't know who's the nuke. Who's this? I don't know people by their like names or by their profile pictures.
That's Missile Man.
Okay. S. If I was a mod, I would ban them from existing. A. I don't want them to direct words towards me. B. Moderate stain on my sand. This is a good list. Yeah, I feel like this is a good breakdown, to be honest. Want me to full screen it? Here, hold on, guys. There you go. Okay. Slight headache and could be op in the future. Okay, so I could be an op. I think I have to work my way up. I'm gonna have to work my way up. I'll figure that out. Atlas is higher than me. What the fuck?
Dude, how am I average with 5 frags? That's the question.
Where are you at?
I'm 4th in BTU.
Oh, you're right here. Yeah. You're right here. Endless is right there. I'm trying to like remember everyone's like profile pictures now.
We got Fish. We got I don't know a lot of these faces.
Is this fucking Pop Bob? Pop Bob made this fucking list too. I'm lower than Pop Bob? Oh my god, bro. I'm gonna have to have a stern talking with Pop Bob now to see what his tech is to upset Brio. Anyways, guys, look, I gotta end stream, and it's for 2 reasons. I'm hungry, and I want to finish watching The Boys. It's the season finale of The Boys. I don't know if you watch The Boys at all, Chosen. Oh,
GG's.
Hello? GG's? Did you watch it?
The Boys? No.
Oh, okay. You didn't. Okay. Yeah, I gotta go watch The Boys, guys. I gotta oof that. Well, okay. Do not. Okay, we need end stream. Okay, guys. With that being said, I will be live tomorrow. I will be live tomorrow. We're gonna do a short stream. It's going to be just grinding the boss units, and that's probably about it. Beyond that, Friday might be a base building stream. I don't know yet. It might be also a tier list. I don't know yet. I'm trying to figure it out what I want to do here. But if there is any other guilds that are out there that want to be on stream and interview as well, or even just talk about the state of the game, hit me up, DM me. I would love to talk, love to schedule that and get that going. And yeah, I have some other events that I'm going to be trying to sit down and plan and prep. More Jeopardy, more game nights, a lot of stuff. I feel like I really need to get back into my roots with the event stuff. Also, to slowly kind of push myself more as a community manager for potentially Madrona. I don't know. We'll see. You know, we got to work it somehow. We gotta do it somehow, guys. Anyways, Chosen, you have anything to say?
Death to MM. Okay, thanks. Bye.
Okay. All right, that's a good way to bye. I would say bye. All right, see you guys. Peace. Bye.